Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to more Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we end up finding out that the Palace of Shadows kind of have like a lot of enemies, and some of them are pretty annoying, and some of them are actually pretty cool peoples. But most of the time, they're all pretty annoying. But now in this episode, we entered and also in the final episode, we kind of entered like the center part of the Palace of Shadows after that weird little maze section for a bit of some dry bones. But now we're gonna go over to the right side of the section. But we do have one new enemy here, and it's actually this guy right here. This guy is pretty cool. He has the capabilities of buffing himself up, so I recommend killing him as quickly as possible. He is basically a very unique enemy. I mean, you can meet him in the Palace of Shadow. I mean, in the Pit of 100 Trials, which kind of doesn't really make him unique at all because, you know, you kind of meet him in that section. But hey, whatever. That's a Dark Wizard. It's a part machine, part organic, centuries old thing. Max HP is 10, attack is 5, and defense is 2. It uses matter to attack and alter your condition to stay on guard. If there's only one left, it'll multiply itself to confuse you. I know they look totally goofy, but they're actually pretty tough enemies. And, you know, GloomTail is actually not wrong on that regard because they can actually be pretty annoying. So you kind of do want to kill them as quickly as possible. Because if you let them live for too long, you'll end up having problems later on. Alright, so that's it for that. So we don't have to really worry so much about that. I don't know why I'm collecting the hearts for, considering the fact that I don't need it. Alright, so we have one more enemy, and I think it's a Chain Chomp. Or it's probably the Phantom Ember. I completely forgot. Let's see. What's in here? Yep, okay, Chain Chomp. Alright, so that fight actually took pretty long. Alright, so, see, it actually won't really matter in the end because we have one more monster that we have to fight. I mean, we don't have to really fight it, to be fair, but we also do have ourselves a boss fight. Remember, as I said before, that we will end up finding out where the other tailed beasts are at. I don't know why I'm calling them tailed beasts, but hey, they might as well be called tailed beasts considering the fact that they're called Hooktail, Gloomtail, Bonetail, and all that jazz. You can actually avoid that guy. That guy cannot harm you in any shape or form. Neither can that guy right there either. But there is a save block here. But there's a reason for that. Get Goombella out so you can be able to tattle him. I kind of do recommend saving, but it doesn't really matter because I've already saved already, and I kind of don't really want to save at this point. But we have met Hooktail. But say hello to the second tail of the family of tailed beast dragons. No one disturbs me here in eons. Who dares defile this secret palace? Hey, isn't that Hooktail? We totally beat it before. What's it doing back? What? You destroyed my precious younger sister? I wondered why she hadn't written recently. Quake in fear, mortals, for I am GloomTail. I will avenge my sister by taking your lives and then gnawing on your bones. Why are all the dragons dicks? Anyways, this is Hooktail's brother. Say hello to GloomTail. My first fresh meat in ages. Allow me to take my time and toy with you a while. Now, this guy can be a bit of a hassle. I'm not entirely sure if he's weak to that whole little shenanigan thing. But, I mean, if he is, then, oops. That's GloomTail. I think he's Hooktail's brother. I see the family's resemblance. Max HP is 80, attack is 8, and defense is 2. He'll bite or stomp you, and he may also breath poison. Might also breathe poison on you. Great. When his HP gets low, he may throw in some other attacks as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Especially watch out for his Mega Breath move. Yes, his Mega Breath move can essentially kill you if you're not careful. Anyways, my health is pretty good. So I'm actually going to put the sheet on me so I can be able to protect myself from most attacks because I'm going to switch. Now that poison breath attack is basically his most annoying move and is kind of the main reason as to why you want to have the feeling fine badge on. But hey, I didn't feel like equipping that because I'm a douche. But hey, what can I do? I basically end up playing games like I know what I'm doing. But anyways, if you can block the move, you won't have to really worry so much about it. Be careful, however, though. Try not to go ahead and have, like, GloomTail kill your partner, because if he does kill your partner, you're gonna hate yourself. In fact, I should be utilizing Vivian's. I'm actually gonna be utilizing Vivian's Fire Punch attack, so we can actually burn him. Good. We can actually get some dots on him. Yeah. All right. So I'm actually gonna showcase what Supernova can actually do after I actually heal myself. What the hell? What was that? What was that? What'd that do? Oh, that water actually ends up giving you the ability of what is it? I'm trying to figure out what it was. It gets rid of status effects, which would have been useful. Anyways, for this here, I actually never used this ability before, but hey, I'm gonna use it now because I might as well. So throw, 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 throw. Need to keep healing. Need to heal faster, stronger, and wiser. As we end up only healing like what, friggin' like 8. But hey, at least I finally. I love how you're throwing a bunch of those things. It's kind of interesting and funny at the same time. All right, so we're gonna punch you again. Because the thing is, once he starts to get to half health, you are going to be needing Vivian's oh, well. No, okay. That would have been perfect. And boosh! There we go. Blocked it. Good. Good, 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 good. But yeah, we are going to be needing Vivian for this fight. Mainly because of one attack that he can do, which is basically his Mega Breath attack. His Mega Breath attack can essentially do, like, I think over 10 damage if you're not careful. Knowing this game, it probably might as well just kill you in one hit. But hey, I'm not to judge, you know? Okay, I've never seen you do that before. I've never seen him do a chomp attack. Oh, okay, you're cheating now. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Alright, so far so good. We're not dying as of yet. I say we're not dying as of yet. And you're tough meat, my little tasty morsels. But how will you fare against this? What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're doing that. That's right. No! Oh. Okay. I'm actually glad it didn't work. And I am on the verge of death. That is no bueno. You know what? Let's use a locker bone. Might as well. Might as well use it for something. Because then again, I've never actually been on the verge of dying. Then again, I never actually tattle him instead. Because what I actually did in the practice file of this fight, or all the fights, I basically never tattled them. I didn't really feel the need to. Mainly because I didn't really feel like tattling them at all. Because I know the risk of tattling enemies in this game. Who's throwing what? Oh, you're throwing rocks. They'll be throwing shades, yo. Not about their life. Now, see, I would showcase Supernova at this point, but I know what I am going to be doing right now. After this turn, as long as, you know, this turn doesn't screw me over. It shouldn't screw me over. But I am going to be utilizing my buff star, because that's kind of something that I've been avoiding. Okay, you are not easy prey you appear to be. I will never be able to show my face again if I was bested by you whelps. So I will show you the true extent of my power. And this is the move that can essentially kill you in one hit if you're not careful. In all honesty, though, funny enough, GloomTail does not have this. Thank God. I mean, if she did, she probably would have won, but whatever. I'm not the judge. Who's throwing shades? Oh. Oops. I can't tell who's good and who's not, because I couldn't really see anything because of the bombs. But anyways, use the Veil command, or else you will end up taking massive damage from his Mega Breath attack, and it probably will do a lot of damage to you. I mean, if you are, you know, confident enough, you could kill him. Ow. Stop cheating with your bites, dude. Anyways, let's utilize Power Life. Alright, let's actually use this to its fullest, because I actually have not been utilizing this at all. So, I know the ones that you're going to get the most is actually going to be the defense, because for some reason this game really loves defense more than it loves attack. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of attack, so maybe I could be wrong. Gotta go fast. Okay, no. Now I'm going slow. Yep. Okay, well, we got 2 attack, 2 defense. Is there really a way to actually get that better? So yeah, one of the things I'm not good at Paper Mario is, of course, utilizing my friggin' star powers abilities effectively, because I suck. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and say that I'm good at this game. I'm really, really not good at this game. But I mean, I have been doing decently well for the most part. Yeah, boo shakalaka. Huh, wow, yeah, he's gonna die. Booyah. Huh. Yeah, I think, this fight is over. Yeah, this fight is over. You're done. Okay, cool. Goodbye, GloomTail. No, is it true? Should I expire? Ugh. Okay, so it is set. I mean, it's not set, I should say. Alright, so, okay. This is actually probably not believable, but when I did fight this guy the first time, I did get the bonus from the curse, so I kind of gotten like a crap ton of star points, but sadly, that was on the practice file and not on this file. Why am I not even surprised? It's like, why am I think I lost that chance with the friggin', chain chomp fight. But yeah, we end up getting the star key, and that is 2 of the tail family. Where is the last tail beast, you may ask? Well, kind of guess where that one's gonna be. I mean, in all honesty, it's kind of obvious. The final tail beast is actually located in the optional dungeon, the Pit of 100 Trials. He has over 200 HP, and that's all I'm gonna say. He fights just like Hooktail and Gloomtail, but he's a little bit more, his breath attack is what makes him more annoying. In fact, what I kind of like to think of, and this is just me thinking way too deep with the whole, with another video game, Gotcha Force kind of does something similar to like that, where you basically have like friggin', you have like 3 different types of dragons. Well, more so 4, because you have the cyber dragon, the fire dragon, the thunder dragon, the ice dragon. Kind of like to think of Gloomtail, Hooktail, and Bonetail kind of being like those guys. I don't know what they can be a reference to practically any JRPG ever, to be fair, because you can pretty much put them in like any sort of RPG. In fact, I would like to think that the tail dragons is probably a reference, and this is a stretch of a reference. It's probably a reference to Final Fantasy VI's Durgans, like when you fight like the mythical, when you fight like the dragons, and when you fight like when you beat them all, you get like a certain item out of them, or you probably just get praise or something. I forgot, but yeah, in Final Fantasy VI, they had like dragon type enemies in that game, and I kind of like to think of the tails as being like that because, well, first off, they're rare. You don't really find a lot of them, and they're tentatively being controlled by whoever. But anyways, this room here, this room basically has all sorts of puzzles. Now, you can go ahead and read the text, and it basically can tell you what you're supposed to do. And you can also use Goombella as well, who actually helps out in giving you a sort of hint of what you're supposed to do. But this room here, it says beyond, 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 complete all 7, before. Okay, so what it means by beyond, 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 which is 1, 2, 3, and then after that, you end up doing that. And boom. That's how you that's how you solve that puzzle. Most of these puzzles are not that hard and not too brain taxing if, you know, you kind of understand what they're trying to tell you. But other than that, you're looking for 8 keys. I actually thought there was going to be 7 keys because, you know, 7 crystal stars, 7 keys, and whatever. You know, 7 rings in here, whatever. Anyways, this room down here, you kind of need to do, it's kind of an opposite. Like, it's funny because you can't break this one, like, at all, even with your power hammer, which sucks, but hey, what are you going to do? So what you need to do, you need to break this, and then upstairs you need to break the other one that will break that. And, well, upstairs will break the orange, the red blocks, and downstairs will break the red, you'll see it later. I don't know why I'm even trying to friggin' explain it. Ugh. Anyways, what's to say? The unseen may yet be felt, so that we, the great one, be it here, be it there. Alright, so what it means by this is that you kind of can notice that there is something here. So, we need Flurry. Need to blow this away. And there's our next key. It's literally just called the Palace Key. I wonder how they managed to put all the treasures into this one room. But hey, I'm not the one to be judging. Okay, let's actually go through this room. And what's this one? This is actually pretty interesting. All you see isn't all there be. Stones have power stars. Touch it to pass through. Long story short, clip right through. Bada boom. There you go. Like I said, they're not hard. I think the one that you might get confused on is the one where you have to defeat certain dry bones in order. But, yeah, I don't know. That probably is not too hard either. Like, I mean, unless, you know, you overthink a puzzle, then you probably will get screwed over. But, what are you going to do? So, as I said before, downstairs is the same exact puzzle as upstairs. So, if you go into this room, you'll actually see the same exact method here. So, you hit this, and then you hit this. So, you can be able to go and hit the block downstairs. But let's read it. 4 stones, twin stones, can live again by the stone. 2 are 1, 1 is 2. So we need to go downstairs to be able to hit that other block. So we're going to actually go ahead and do that. And so we can destroy that red block. I'm not sure if in the original Paper Mario you did get a hammer that was able to destroy the red blocks. I could be wrong. Or you probably did just have the limit of destroying yellow stone. No, actually, no. You did have the ability to destroy the orange ones. That's kind of weird how you don't have the capabilities of doing that anymore. Whatever. Anyways, hit this so you can be able to get the key. League. I like how they come out of the shadows and whatnot. Very spooky. Booyah. I like this area because I just like the puzzle aspect that it just has to convey. I like the Palace of Shadows as a whole because yes, Bowser Castle is, you know, the most obvious segment with lava and the typical Bowser enemies. But to be honest with you on this, even in the Palace of Shadows, the only enemies that kind of are Bowser related is probably only the Chain Chomps and the Dry Bones. Because, I mean, the Dry Bones could probably be associated with the residents in the Palace of Shadows. I don't friggin' know. All I know is that trying to make assumptions when lore is kind of almost pointless for the most part. I mean, hey, people make lore just for funsies. Alright, so this room here. What you need to do, let fall the weakest, and that the skies lie, then build to the strongest. Essentially what you need to do, you need to first kill this. You need to kill the yellow one first, then the red one, then the silver one, and then the blue one. So just remember them in terms of that order, and you shall be fine. Luckily enough, they're all in one set, so don't worry so much about it. Oh, goody. So I'm actually going to cut since I already told you what the pattern is. Remember, brown is first, red is second, silver is third, and blue is last. And with that, that actually ends up killing out all of them and ends up basically giving us what we need. So as I stated before, remember, brown, whatever color, I don't know. Brown, red, silver, and then blue. You should be relatively fine. Very easy puzzle. Very easy puzzle to actually solve. It's not that hard. This is the next key for us. So let's access the next puzzles, which are not as complicated and don't really have to consist of fights. It's basically just figuring out yourself and try to go ahead and remember what you actually done previously. So for this room, you're going to need Vivian. Because it says, the shy one hides its shape, but the star brings balance. The shy one hides his face. So, basically, you hide, and then it shows up. And boom, there you go. Not too bad. I mean, yeah, I know, trying to go through this area. I was going to think of going through this area blind, but to be honest, no. I kind of don't want to really waste people's time and me dying like an idiot. I'm actually glad that I freaking got past GloomTail because I thought I was going to lose to him. Now this section here is also pretty easy. Straight onward. We know the stars spurn us. Destroy all in your path. Long story short, use Bombery, blow up ball, bada boom, there you go. Boosh! And now we get the final key. Boo shakalaka. Actually, do we get the final key? Is that the final key? Did we get the one in the other place? I don't even remember. Let me check just in case. I don't really remember if I got it or not. Okay, yeah, I did get it. Okay, good. Just making sure. Alright, so once you've gotten all 8 keys, let's go head upstairs and let's put the star inside its placement. Mario, look there. Ooh, seems like a galaxy with moons, many moons. It's absolutely titanic. What in blazes is it? Why are you asking me? I don't really know. All I know, we need to put the star key. That's why I said that if you did kind of come here first, you will have to go ahead and backtrack regardless to get to fight GloomTail. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game, you probably would have noticed that door over onto the other side anyway, so you probably would have been like, maybe I should probably go to that direction first so I can get whatever item you need. But hey, it's funny too because, I want to say the amount of bosses you fight in Bowser's final area is essentially only the Koopa Jr. kid. I don't really remember his name. I guess you can kind of fight the anti-shy guys if you count those. No, I can't really count those as bosses because it plays regular boss music. So the Koopa Jr., Bowser the first time, and then Bowser again. Because I'm not going to count Kammy Koopa as a boss fight, because in all fairness, that's not really a boss fight. That's technically just 3 boss fights. This game, however, you have GloomTail, another boss fight that we're about to go ahead and meet soon. Then we have another boss fight, then another boss fight, and then another boss fight. You essentially have 5 boss fights in this one area alone. And it's exactly as annoying as you think it would be. In all fairness, this is kind of the point of the game where you kind of need to step up your game for the most part. Not too big of a deal, but let's just say that if you have not been doing like stylish commands, using your star powers to the fullest, you're gonna have a bad time in trying to get through this game. Mainly because the fights do start to test the abilities, not your endurance fully, but to the point of actually knowing how the game works. If you don't know how the game works, you're gonna have a terrible, terrible time. But anyways, this is actually might be a bad thing for me to do. I kind of want to, I'm gonna actually just end the part. Nah, actually, you know what, never mind. I'm fine. Because there is kind of something that you kind of need to do for the most part. You kind of, I'll bring that up later. But anyways, that is the end of this episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In the next episode of Thousand Year Door, we're actually going to be heading wherever those stairs lead. And maybe we'll probably get to the final portion of the game, because in all honesty, we're almost at the end of the Palace of Shadows, and also at the end of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So anyways, guys, see you next over and out. See you guys next time.